shaping family, community, and country.
100 years of helping people have productive and satisfying lives.
100 years of growing and sharing.
Of progress.
100 years of excellence, 100 years of innovation, and 100 years of forward thinking and commitment and dedication to making a difference outside of the university.
Confidence.
Of expansion, of excitement, and of incredible visions.
100 years of learning and good friends and happiness.
Human development in motion.
100 years of helping people live a better life.
The Faculty of Home Economics, now Human Ecology, was the first in Western Canada, and it dates back 100 years.
It was a chance for women to gain new independence and worth.
When I see the archive pictures and think about the faculty 100 years ago, a group of strong women who were pioneers in their own right, women who wanted to make life better for their families and their community.
From the beginning, science-based. Yet, the vision was the science, the art, and the craft of maintaining a healthy family and home. It got started because of young women pressuring the college for an education, an advanced education like men had. They were looking for an education that was relevant to their lives.
In 1910, the local council of women instigated the program of domestic science in the schools. And when the Manitoba Agricultural College opened in 1910, there was a department of household science, and there the teachers were instructed.
The first program was a course in household science, and so they continued to pressure the university for a degree program. So in 1918, the college conferred the first degrees in a Bachelor of Home Economics.
Well, quite a lot went into either extension or dietetics, because they were in demand. Department of Agriculture and the CP and CN Railways sponsored these good farming trains out in rural Manitoba, and this was a way to get home economic skills taught to rural women. The Women's Institutes could organize the women to, when the trains were coming, then the home economists would give lessons and lectures and demonstrations in homemaking skills.
There came a recognition of the science basis by the university, and so the degree was initially Bachelor of Home Economics, and then it was changed to a Bachelor of Science in Home Economics.
There were only a handful of girls going on to university, so I felt very privileged to be able to attend university.
I decided on institutional management as the one place where I could become a hospital dietitian. My first job was in the bakery department at Eaton's store in Toronto. In May 1939, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth came to visit Canada. One of the things was to make the petit four for the luncheon, and I was lucky enough to get to supervise the staff.
Home Management House was built in 1939, and in third year I was one of 12 go into the practice house, and under a supervisor we ran the house and cared for a baby provided by home welfare.
In the 40s, excellence gained us the status of a school in the Faculty of Agriculture. And it took us then 40 years to get our own building and 60 years to actually become a full-fledged faculty. But throughout that time, the courses always kept pace with the social change of women in society. And so the faculty really empowered students for the professions by addressing the issues of the time through the years.
When you look around a room full of home economists, you also see a lot of those women who've been involved in the women's movement to some extent, being there trying to shape what politicians do and think, very much so.
So in 1980, we changed the name to the Faculty of Human Ecology, and that was a name that was being used by other units in North America. Our enrollment skyrocketed. We had a broader approach to things, and so then we started to get more male students in the faculty.
It's just exciting because of all the new advances that are being made and how we're applying the science and technology of the day to understand how diet is impacting on health, how we can use dietary components to prevent and manage chronic diseases.
The research that we're doing here at the Department of Human Nutrition Science is having an impact.
Canola oil is the oil that you find in the grocery store. The very first human studies that were done with canola oil were done in this faculty, so by Dr. Bruce McDonald and Vivian Bruce.
Canola oil was very effective in lowering blood cholesterol. And so that observation was very important to the canola industry because they now had confidence. So the processors now were interested in process, the food manufacturers of incorporating it into their food, and the farmers now in growing it. And so that really started that whole idea of a Cinderella crop.
Careers are unlimited. It's whatever youth, it's the scope of your own imagination.
As science changes, as consumers change, as government change, the faculty has evolved and has been able to meet the needs of the new sciences.
Family Social Sciences is an interdisciplinary department, which means that we bring together the best of many disciplines into one holistic point of view on the world. And those disciplines are quite varied. They include things like psychology, sociology, epidemiology, economics.
When I started home economics in Brazil in 1984, we knew about this faculty.
If you maximize your degree in terms of volunteering, getting out there, getting valuable work experience along with this education, there's nothing that you can't do.
This program is unique mainly because we are not just fashion design. At the whole process of moving from developing an idea for an apparel product or a textile product, right through all of the steps that it takes to get that product into the market for the consumer or the end user.
At one time I thought, why am I taking analytical chemistry? Why am I taking microbiology? I'll never use this. But now I'm working in industrial textiles where all that organic analytical physics is coming into play almost on a daily basis for me.
But we are beginning to be known for medical textiles. End uses and applications for medical textiles, it could be as simple as a bandage, or it could be as complicated as something that you actually put inside people's bodies to help them heal, to help them get better faster. We do have graduates working in the federal government as lead scientist, chemist, Health Canada, flammability laboratory.
I don't think there will ever be a time where graduates coming out of this faculty will not be relevant in the workplace and will not have a place in society where they are influencing families and communities and country.
I think it's innovative, it's progressive, it's timely, and we look to the next 100 years with optimism.
The success of the group as a whole is just really refreshing to see, and makes you feel, gives you the confidence that one day that you can, aspire to be just like them.